Hi, this is Paul Hartunian. I am one of the world's leading experts on how you can get free publicity for your business online and offline, and that includes radio shows, TV, newspapers, magazines, websites, blogs, e-zines, and on and on. Today I want to show you how to turn simple radio interviews into dollars in the bank. For over 30 years, I was one of the world's leading dealers of rare documents, autographs, and historic memorabilia. And one of the major ways I marketed my business was through publicity. During the media interviews that I would do, I would never sell anything. I would never try to sell anything. I would simply give out free information. And that's my first tip to you. When you're doing media interviews, either offline or online, never try to sell anything. Simply give out free information. Well, if I didn't sell anything during those interviews, how did I turn the interviews into dollars in the bank? Great question. Let me go over it step by step. I would get myself booked on radio call-in shows, for example, using the principles I teach in my publicity course, and you can get information on that course at milliondollarpublicity.com. I usually did an hour show, and I would take calls from listeners who had autographs that they wanted to know the value of. I did have a book on the topic at the time, but I didn't push it. What I did push is the idea that I bought autographs. I was a dealer or a broker. So someone may have called and asked the value of a Thomas Jefferson letter they had. I told them. By the way, the value is in the thousands of dollars. Of course, they wanted to know how to get that money. How to sell that Thomas Jefferson letter and who to sell it to. Well, I told them that I bought autographs, and I gave them my phone number right on the air. The host of the show was happy for me to give out my number because that's exactly what his listeners wanted. Now, not only did the person with the Jefferson letter get my number, everyone else listening got it too. If they had autographs they wanted to sell and they either couldn't get on the air or they didn't want to go on the air, they would call me after the show. I bought the autographs for a very fair price, and then I resold them to my clients. The most important point in this scenario, though, has to do with my famous halo effect. The halo effect simply says that when you do something good, when you are on a radio show during an interview and you're giving out great information, a little halo goes over your head. The audience sees a halo. So when people listening to my interviews had autographs to sell, who were they most likely to sell them to? Well, me. Why? Because they saw me as an established, qualified expert. Otherwise, how else did I get on that radio show? A perfect example of the halo effect in action. If you don't have a product or service to plug on the radio, that's fine. I never plug it, and you shouldn't either. If you're answering questions from your listeners on your topic, they'll be more inclined to come to you if they have a need for what you have, and you will get new customers building your business. Again, the halo effect in action. Here are some of my websites with more free information for you. Hartunian.com, that's my main website that links to lots of other websites that I own. Million Dollar Publicity, that again is information about my publicity kit. And if you'd like a free e-zine, my free online newsletter where I give you tips, strategies, and ideas for getting publicity for your business, regardless of what kind of business you're in, just go to publicityezine.com and sign up. Also, be sure to check my other videos. I have lots of them out there. Just go to youtube.com/Paul Hartunian and you'll see them. Enjoy the information, profit from them, and join me next time for another publicity tip.